Who has the power to outwit their own fate? As long as the gods steer the ship of time, there's one thing that's certain. The chains of Satinav will not break. The days were happy for dreamy Andergast. Peace with arch-enemy Nostria seemed to be within immediate reach. Nostria's queen was about to pay a visit. In order to prepare for the joyful occasion, the king had called the young lads of Andergast to take up a cheerful challenge.
The oak leaf. He doesn't let go, the vicious dog.
Dogs are much smarter than that, Ulfried. They roll on their backs when they know they've lost. How about it, Geron? Are you giving up? Give him some air for a bit so he can make himself heard. You can stare at me with those sorcerer's eyes of yours as long as you want. I'm not leaving until I've got that oak leaf.
I will...
What's that? I'm having trouble understanding you.
I will prevail.
No, birdcatcher, you will lose. I'll explain the algebra to you. You'll have to find 4 copper oak leaves to win the contest. I, on the other hand, need 4 oak leaves made of brass. At the moment, you're just 1 oak leaf ahead of me, and given that Ulfried here will soon rid you of this oak leaf, you're at least 1 leaf short of victory. Or do you still think you can free yourself?
Oi! Keep your head down! It's bad form to speak with a mouthful. My hammer!
Never mind him.
Why don't you just give up, birdcatcher? It's bad form to speak with a mouthful. Will you stop?
Just imagine if the bad luck charmer wins and gets received by the king. Help me out here, Ulfried. What did the blind seer say back then, before he was burnt at the stake?
That Geron is evil.
I believe he said that Geron will bring us great misfortune. You have to consider the exact wording with prophecies, Ulfried.
What if Geron curses us? They say he's got a dark gift.
Nonsense. What the? Stop it! Do you want to bludgeon him to death? Just take the oak leaf and let's go.
Yes, they were indeed happy days for dreamy Andergast. Only a few foresaw that soon nothing would be the same as it had been before.
What have you done to the cage? Leave it there. I'll fix it later.
Gwynling, I didn't break it.
Yes, yes.
It was Olgierd and his farmhands. They ambushed me and took my oak leaf. You know, the one for the oak leaf challenge. You hear? They destroyed the cage, not me.
That... it can't be.
But you know what? I'll win the contest anyway. I'll take back my oak leaf and I'll win. And then no one will taunt me anymore. What are you doing there anyway?
Geron, this nonsense isn't going to lead anywhere.
I don't want to spend my whole life...
Being just a hunter and a trapper like me, without a cage, you're not even that, you know.
What's up with that dead crow?
I want to know what brought them here.
That's easy. Winter is near. It's looking for warmth.
It's chock full of black bile.
Can you fix the cage?
Guess I'll have to. We're going to need it still.
Do we have a new job?
Job, he says. Before any of those hicks even begin to notice what's about to hit them, it'll be far too late.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the crows, Geron. The crows.
Once I've won the Oakleaf Challenge,
You're only earning scoffs and sneers for yourself.
the victor will be honored by the king.
Everyone remains in the place meant for them. When will you finally accept that?
You seem tired. Why don't you go to bed?
Those dreams, they eat away at me and consume me. And those crows, those horrible creatures, they already feasted on the dead knight Ulderic's flesh. Something's afoot.
The crows prevent you from sleeping.
They're watching us. Don't look into their eyes. They look right into your soul, Geron.
I'm not afraid of a bunch of crows.
Until you hear the wings of Golgaris swoosh by.
Who says that Boron's soul bird can't be put in a cage as well? What dreams are those?
Eyes keep staring at me. Blind eyes, like in the days when the seer was still alive.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. They're only dreams.
See? That's what I mean. Will you please stop brooding over that seer already? He was burnt at the stake, right?
13 years ago.
Because he foresaw King Gwendolen's death.
That's not the reason why. He abducted children. Nobody knows why. Be that as it may, he had sinister plans for Andergast. He ordered legions of crows to conquer the town, or to destroy it. At least that's what they say.
And that's why you're rummaging through the innards of this bird?
His crows brought dark dreams with them.
How did Knight Alderic die?
He was murdered.
The old man? Why would anyone do that?
Who knows? But he was one of those who finished off the seer back in the day.
Gwynling the seer has been dead for a long time now.
Yes, yes.
Enough of those horror stories. Will you help me with the Oakleaf Challenge?
Leave me alone with your tomfoolery. I've got more important things to do.
Those crows will still be here tomorrow. The challenge only lasts today. I have to run. My rivals aren't sleeping. What's written here? The print is so small.
What are you doing there? Don't you have a task to attend to?
He looks completely tired out. He's been haunted by those nightmares for days. I'm beginning to fear he's losing his mind. I'll borrow your walking cane for a bit.
I told you to keep your hands off that. You'll probably just break it.
I need to get my third oak leaf back from Olgierd, and I'll have to go to the castle gate and ask the chamberlain for the last riddle of the challenge. I've got 2 oak leaves. Olgierd has the third, and the fourth one is still hidden. Let's go then. Their picture is fading more and more. I hardly have any memories of them anymore. I'm going to operate a real catapult sometime. Peace with Nostria can only last for so long. It can't launch anymore. The string has rotted away.
Damn it, it has to be somewhere.
But the guard says he doesn't have it.
Shut up. Geron's over there. He might eavesdrop. Don't you think you've eaten enough mud for one day, birdcatcher? Or would you like Ulfried to provide you with seconds?
No, thank you.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Give back my oak leaf,
Or what?
or I'll curse the meatloaf so that he'll lose all of his teeth.
What did I tell you, Olgierd?
Shut up, Ulfried. Get out of here, you little witch brat. We don't want to see you here in Andergast anymore. You and your curse will spell doom for us all.
You and your superstition.
It has been foretold.
My oak leaf doesn't even help you. You have to collect brass, Olgierd. Mine is copper.
Yes, and at least you will not be the winner, because that would be the end of beautiful Andergast. We'd be up to our necks in pig snot.
Nonsense. That would be the end of your superstitious blather.
Woohoo! So the witch's brat wants to prove himself. You are nothing but a bird catcher.
Aren't you one of the Nostrians' fiercest enemies? So why do you participate in a challenge to honour their queen?
I'm not doing it for that Nostrian broad. I'm only doing this for me. There will never be peace with that vermin. An alliance between Andergast and Nostria? That would be as natural as... a flying frog?
Witty. My oak leaf doesn't even help you. You have to collect brass.
Yes, at least because we'd be up to our neck.
Nonsense. That would be...
So the... You... Beat it. Well, the guard says he doesn't have it.
What was the text of the riddle again, Olgierd?
Damn, can't you remember anything? In front of the castle stands a guard with his trousers and shirt, and in one of those two there's a leaf. I give you my word.
There's a leaf.
Yes, but he swore by Prios that he doesn't have it. Let me think.
I'm getting too old for these kinds of pranks. It's an easy life if you don't mind living in the muck. No way, those things bite. I'd better not get too close. I'll go for a walk later. Now I have to concentrate on my task. Good day, Andros. You're still not talking to me? Thought so. Good day, blacksmith.
Sod off, bird catcher. I've got a lot on my schedule. Besides, even my best blades catch rust when you're around.
So, what's on your schedule?
Don't play dumb, kid. I'm the blacksmith. There'll be jousts in town soon. Who do you think will tend to the dented suits of armor, polish the lances and sharpen the swords, huh?
Someone who's good at those kind of things?
Oh, shut your trap.
What do you think? Who's got the best chance at winning the joust?
I don't care either way. What I do care about is that the knights pay me handsomely for my services. This year the all-time champion can't compete anyway, so the tournament doesn't make any sense at all, really.
And who would that be, pray tell?
Why, the knight Bogumil Wraithling, of course.
Never heard of him.
Well, that's too bad.
I wonder what the prize for the winner of the Oakleaf Challenge will be.
How should I know? I guess you'll be knighted.
You really think?
Well, in case you win, I sure hope not.
We'll see about that. Keep on forging.
Oh, shut up. Hey, hands off!
Tomorrow it's off to the slaughter. At least it will have one more good night's sleep. It doesn't know what the future has in store after all. It's fat enough.
Hands off. Hello, Giron. Have you caught a lark for me yet?
No, not yet.
Come on, Giron. I have a feeling you're not trying hard enough for me.
Nonsense. It's just not the right season for larks.
You think I believe that?
What do you want with a lark anyway?
It should sing for me. What else?
Of course. What do you think the winner of the challenge will receive for a prize?
I guess the victor will receive a commendation from the king and will be able to parade around a medal.
That's it?
What do you mean? Have you entered the contest?
Why not?
My, you keep hanging in there, don't you, Giron?
What's in the big pot?
Acorns.
For the pigs?
No, those are lots for the town fair, in honour of the Queen of Nostria. One draw is a kreutzer.
And what are the prizes?
I still have this straw puppet, this flask of plum spirit, and this wheel of cheese. The winner can choose the prize for themselves.
Quite busy, isn't it?
Yes, isn't that great? And this is just the beginning. All those strangers, the beautiful music, finally some life in Andergast. But have you heard of Magistra Dorata?
The old hag who looks like her wand?
Don't mock her, she's dead.
Dead?
Her eyes torn right from their sockets, the same as Knight Alderic.
That's weird.
Yes. Isn't the minstrel's music to die for?
Do you like the music?
Yes, I've been listening the whole time. Oh, how I'd love to go closer to the musician and watch him play. But unfortunately, I have to stay here and watch the lots. I wish he would play the song about the Bruin's bride. I don't think I could hold myself back any longer in that case.
What's so special about this Bruin's song?
Well, Garon, it's just so beautiful. Everything else seems so insignificant when I listen to it. You would have to listen to it for yourself if you want to understand what I mean.
I want to test my fortune.
Well, Garon, are you sure? With your luck, I'll bet you'll lose.
Don't you start as well. Here's your kreutzer. Damn.
Will you be so kind as to put the acorn in this box? And please don't look so disappointed. Bad luck at gambling means good luck in love, all right?
Has anyone ever won at all?
Of course. What do you think I am? A cheat? Look, I put all the acorns that have already been drawn into this box. I've painted little patterns on the winning acorns. And as you can see, there is already one winning lot in the box. That means that there has in fact been a winner already.
All right, all right. See you later, Hilda.
See you, and don't forget the lark. You shouldn't be stealing, Ger. One draw is a kreutzer.
By now, you should have learned that you have no business here, bird catcher.
Greetings, minstrel. What might be thy name?
My name is Fredhelm. What do you want?
Fredhelm? As in Broderick Fredhelm?
No, I'm afraid not. Just Fredhelm. But you don't have to be so damn formal. All right then, what is it? Is there anything you wanted to complain about?
What's the name of the song you just played?
The ditty from Torster Om. Is there something wrong with it?
By no means. I was just curious. Where did you learn to play the fiddle?
Taught myself. When I was a little boy, I used to watch very closely what musicians did with their fingers.
And that is all?
No. I drew the strings and frets onto a board with coal. and practiced all the chords every day. I simply imagined the music. At some point, I finally got hold of a real fiddle, literally speaking, and since then I've travelled the lands as a fiddler.
I'll leave you to your fiddling. I don't play in front of an audience anymore. It only leads to unwanted consequences. Fredhelm?
Yes?
Can you play something different?
You don't like my music, huh?
Oh, but I do. It's just that I'd like to hear a certain song. The song about the Bruin's bride.
I haven't played that in a long time. Can't I play a different tune?
Come on, you can do it, Fredhelm. These people aren't going to notice if there's some notes missing anyway.
All right.
And make it nice and loud, please, so that everybody in the marketplace can hear you.
Will do. A special request for this birdcatcher here.
What? Be careful, minstrel. When the bird catcher has requests, there's bound to be some damage.
You can't know this, but he's going to spell doom for all of us.
Don't listen to them, just play. The lots that have already been drawn. Ah, this acorn here has a pattern. Hilda? Hilda! Fredhelm?
Yes?
What's the name of the song?
Well, 'twas the song of... Is there something wrong with it?
By no means. You can play something else now if you want to.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I just thought maybe something happy and cheerful would be nice for a change. A drinking song, maybe.
Well, all right then. But at some point I'll be done with your requests.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, Geron, what a wonderful song. Why don't you play your flute anymore? I'd let you practice in front of my window every night.
Oh, please, no. I'd rather cut off both my ears than listen to that whining.
I'll think about it. I want to have another go. I'm sure I'll be lucky this time.
No, you're only wasting your money. And you could let the others have their turn too.
There are no others around at the moment, so please take the kreutzer.
All right, if that's what you want.
Exactly. Now for a quick exchange with the winning lot. There! I won!
Bah! Witchcraft!
Congratulations, Geron. What prize do you want?
Give me the plum spirit.
Here you go. If you'd rather have something else, you can come and exchange it later.
Andros doesn't take handouts from me. He's afraid of a curse. I don't play in front of an... It only leaves... I'm too occupied with other things right now, so I don't really want to pray.
Don't mess with that thing, birdcatcher. You again?
What's the riddle for the last oak leaf?
It's as if the riddle for the fourth oak leaf was made especially for you. The sows at the north gate are peculiar beasts. On acorns they feast, yet show disdain for the leaves.
Sows at the north gate, acorns, no leaves. Sounds easy, but why should this riddle be made for me?
You'd better hurry, before one of your rivals takes the prize.
What's the prize for the victor again?
The victor will be honored by the king himself.
What exactly does that mean?
You have no business participating in the challenge if you can't appreciate that, unworthy peasant.
Olgierd of the Dyers has stolen one of my oak leaves.
What business is it of mine if you lose your leaves?
But that's not fair. They outnumbered me.
Well, let that be a lesson to you.
I don't need any lessons. I'll get it back somehow. I'll be back. Hello, Troga.
Why are you loitering here, birdcatcher? You have no business in the castle. And why is it that everybody is staring at my belly today? I know good and well that I'm on the heavy side.
Never mind. So, Olgierd's oak leaf is hidden in Troga's doublet. But if Troga swears he doesn't have it, then he really doesn't have it. You liked that, didn't you?
Look at the bird catcher. Poor boy doesn't get enough food.
Yeah, that's funny. But here's the oak leaf.
Well, the guard says he doesn't have it.
What was the text of the riddle again, Olgierd?
Damn, can't you remember anything? In front of the castle stands a guard with his trousers and shirt, and in one of those two there's a leaf. I give you my word.
There's a leaf.
Yes, but he swore by Prios that he doesn't have it. Let me think.
Too far away. That's one of the town bailiff's shirts.
What are you doing there?
The beautiful decoration.
I'm authorized to do that. Hey, there is indeed one of Olgierd's brass oak leaves. Let's see what the wind bag has to say about that. Look, Olgierd, an oak leaf of pure brass. It just fell in front of my feet.
That must be the one from the castle guard. Where did you...
Why don't we just swap? Oak leaf for oak leaf.
So that you can win? No way.
If we don't, neither of us will win. There are other participants in the challenge, as you know.
All right then. How many oak leaves do you have already?
As many as you have.
I see. All right, birdcatcher. This is your lucky day. We'll swap, but be warned, Geron. If you win the challenge, Ulfried will beat you to a pulp.
Well, he'd better get some rest then. I've got all four. I should hurry to the Chamberlain. I'll go for a walk now. I've got all 4 oak leaves.
What? You? Show them to me. Yes, indeed.
Now the dire bunch can see who were the fools all along.
Not so fast. There's one more task ahead of you.
But I've collected all 4 leaves.
Take this town pennant here and hoist it in front of the castle walls.
Oh my. Now that reeks of harassment.
It's meant to be a tribute to the town and your king. You are supposed to show your pride in being a subject of the King of Andergast.
Piece of cake.
The birdcatcher has succeeded. That's not a good omen.
You have achieved victory in the Oakleaf Challenge.
Who would have thought?
In order to receive your honors, you will be allowed to appear before your king today. But someone of your ilk will not be admitted into the presence of the king, just like that. So listen to me carefully.
Whatever you say, Master Chamberlain.
Royal Chamberlain.
My apologies.
First rule, you're only to talk if you are spoken to first. Do not ever interrupt the king. Or me, for that matter. And don't approach the throne closer than 7 paces.
Yes, sir.
You can count to 7, right?
7 is the number that comes after 6.
You will address the king as Your Royal Highness or Your Majesty.
Your Royal Highness. Got it?
Don't cause me any embarrassment. One slip, and you'll have spent your final day in Andergast. All right, let's get this thing over with.
Newcastle, report.
The young Queen of Nostria will spend some memorable days here in Andergast, Your Majesty.
Have the guards been clothed properly from the armory? And has the messenger with a welcome note finally been sent?
Not only that, my liege. The finest pastries have arrived from Albernian shores. They taste delicious. And we finally managed to cast the role of the rogue Morgul for the soirée. Old Buckledorn will play the part.
An interesting choice. He shall not frighten the Queen too much, though.
As you wish, my liege.
Who is that young lad over there? Is he a carney, too?
Your Majesty, a victor has been named in the minor challenge of the Oakleaf for the common folk. It is young Garon from the Tannerhood.
My liege.
Don't bother, Newcastle.
The youngster is the stepchild of Ranger Gwynling.
Is that so?
It's true, Your Majesty.
Old Gwynling. Without him, we'd probably still be fearing the seer to this day.
Your Majesty, don't forget that...
He paid his dues. Be that as it may. I hereby proclaim you winner of the Oakleaf Challenge, Garon.
Thus spoken and sealed in the 1889th year of independence.
May you make Andergast proud, my boy.
You may thank the king and rise now.
I thank you for this honor, Your Majesty.
Your audience is over now.
Wait. Say, didn't you learn the trade of the hunt from Gwynling, Garon?
Of course. I put the fear of the gods in wolves and bears.
Well, we don't have too much of a problem with those in this castle. Say, Sir Newcastle, have the attempts to rid the royal guest chambers of those nasty crows been successful yet?
Your Majesty, we're doing all we can.
But?
They're proving themselves quite obstinate, my liege. Nasty little buggers indeed, those crows.
I've been hearing that for days now.
The servants are doing the best they can.
Not good enough, it seems. It would constitute an insult to the Queen of Nostria. Garon, do you think you can deal with crows?
They're just birds like every other kind. You bait them, scoop them, grab hold of them.
Well, that's good news. I hereby charge you with the mission of ridding the royal guest chamber of all crows.
But, Your Majesty...
The whole court is terribly busy, Newcastle. I'm sure you can use a helping hand.
Of course, my liege. I'm just saying... Well, you know what people say about him.
I'm not inclined to bother with the superstitions of the plebs. It is concluded. Take the man-child to the ravaged chambers at once.
Very well, my liege.
Fulfill your charge well, Garon, and we'll meet again. The fate of Andergast lies in your hands.
I will not disappoint you, my king.
You have brought me some serious trouble already, young man. I hope you won't cause us any more bad luck.
I'll do my best.
The crows have been at it in here since yesterday. You can see for yourself what damage they've done. In just a few days, the Queen of Nostria will arrive. These are the only appropriate chambers for a guest of that importance.
This must have been a nice room once.
Spare your cheeky comments. You'd better start catching those crows. And I said catch, not kill. King Aphadan's wife doesn't want any bad omens, you hear?
Got it. I'll think of something.
And don't let your fingers get sticky.
Perhaps Gwynling is right. Something's wrong with those crows. Gwynling's old stuffed owl has nothing on this thing, I must admit. It must be worth a fortune. Useless pageantry. Who needs so many candles burning at the same time anyway? That doesn't help. Not a good place for the trap. Not suitable bait. A bird catcher needs two things: a proper trap and the right bait.
What was that?
Nothing. Everything's fine. How am I supposed to reach that? Perhaps Gwynling is right. Something... The mount is all bent. This could be easy, if only the birds couldn't fly away. This is bound to batter someone to death, loose as it is. Gwynling's old stuffed owl has nothing. I'll hang the net between the antlers, but where do I fasten it on the lower end? That doesn't help very much.
You spell doom.
Just as I thought.
What? Where am I? The execution. The seer.
Silence! No bad omens. And to think I put in a good word to the king for you.
What happened?
I know what will happen. You'll catch those crows by the hour of 6 this evening, or you'll be put in the pillory.
The crows. Right. I don't suppose this was successful.
The sand in your hourglass is wasting away, birdcatcher. It will run out at the hour of 6 this evening.
This dream, it... Pull yourself together, Geron, and start to deal with those crows already. The king trusts me. I can't let him down. Perhaps Gwynling found something that can help me while he was dissecting the bird.
Why are you loitering here, birdcatcher?
I need to see the king.
Did you find a way to...
Not yet.
So you better go on.
It can't launch any. The string has...
Geron, you turned up at the right time.
He sure seems to have gone through a mood change. That can't be good.
You'll have to catch a fairy for me, as quickly as possible.
A fairy? What's gotten into you?
We don't have much time. Help me.
What do you need a fairy for? Is she supposed to drive away the crows for you?
I may be wrong, but perhaps the seer is back.
Again with this horror story. You're not making any sense. You'd better help me expel the crows from the royal guest chambers.
Later. For now, just do what I tell you.
How could the seer possibly be back? He's dead, isn't he?
We all watched him die, but now not only the crows have returned.
But the magpies too?
Murders, Geron, where none should occur. First Knight Ulderich, now Magister Dorata. They were the ones who put the seer at the stake. Who knows what else will happen?
How do you know so much about the seer?
It was I who led all those heroes to him, to his hideout in the Stone Oak Forest.
You were part of the hero's quest?
Hunters and scouts. We caught him, and then we burnt him.
And now a knight and a magician are dead.
Just trust me, and all will be fine.
Why haven't you told me all this before?
Now is not the time.
Well, obviously, it never was the time. What's a fairy got to do with the seer?
Not a fairy, the fairy. You have to catch her before someone else does.
What does the seer want with the fairy?
Only she can unleash the power of the magic harp. No man, not even the seer, can play it without dying. By the gods. If he's back, everything will start all over.
You aren't making any sense to me, old man. Tell me more about that magic harp.
I don't know. It is said to be from the realm of the fairies.
What did the seer want with the harp?
He longed for her because she was the gateway to his power. Or that's what he thought, anyway.
Is this the one in the drawing?
This is what she might look like. Who can be sure?
What powers does the harp hold?
Nobody knows. But it is said that when the harp sounds, Andergast will perish. That's why you have to catch the fairy. She is the key.
How did you catch that crow over there?
A certain attractant, but it needs water that's been touched by fairy magic.
So I would have to go where the fairy lives anyway.
That's right.
If I catch the fairy, will you help me with the king's crows?
Promise. But would you please hurry now?
You don't have to tell me that. And with this fairy water, I'll be able to catch my crows?
Yes. All the other ingredients are easy to find.
Splendid. The king will be amazed. All right. How do I catch a fairy?
The fairy lives in a hidden place in the Stone Oak Forest, near an old but sealed fairy portal. Look about 2 midden miles north of the Old Finger, where the oneberries grow. If you hear the great waterfall, you're in the right place.
Oh, I'll find that place all right.
Try to lure the fairy out of her hollow by playing your flute. She's nosy, but also very shy.
And then I'll catch her with a cage.
Fairies can be deceiving. Don't let her put a spell on you.
Not to worry. If she's got wings, I'll catch her. I'm on my way now.
You mustn't fail.
Gwynling rummaged through the whole room yesterday to find this drawing. What's written here? The print is so small.
What are you doing there? Don't you have a task to attend to?
Is the cage fixed yet?
Yes, and take better care of it next time.
Very well then. Hello there.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What?
Nothing. You're doing all right. Just keep practicing. I'm not even here. You're all alone in the woods and nobody's here to judge you. Not even me. See how I'm gone?
That must be her. Stop. Wait. I've got a beautiful melody for you. Listen to this.
Just keep on playing.
Will you come out of there?
Who?
Why, you, of course.
Who, me? Have you forgotten you're all alone?
I'm not alone. You are here.
And who else?
Nobody?
Aha! If you were a friend of the forest, they'd all be here. The moss hogs and the hazel ferrets. The pebble crane would even rain on you from the skies to honor you. And the wood foxes would build a magnificent bonfire and everyone would dance.
What?
But as you are not a friend of the forest, everyone just stayed at home.
If I were a friend of the forest, would you come out then?
Yes, in that case we'd have something to talk about. We'd have to stand in awkward silence otherwise.
And in order to be a friend of the forest, I'd have to...
Have friends, that's right. Resin rats, for example. Or paper finches.
And where would I find those?
If you don't have any friends, you'll have to make them up.
What on earth has Gwynling foisted upon me? So I'm supposed to just make up a friend?
A forest friend, that's right. He'd have to be made from the forest. Friends of forest friends are my friends too.
I'll be back in a minute.
Help yourself. I have plenty of those.
Hello? I'll be back in a minute.
No, please stay. I seldom have visitors.
All right.
No, please stay. I seldom have visitors.
All right. What's hidden in the foliage there? What's hidden in the foliage? He won't eat those. He won't eat those. Doesn't work. Very well. Perhaps Gwynling will settle for a hedgehog in case I can't catch the fairy. Ow!
Serves you right, spiky guy. You shouldn't always sting our guests. No wonder no one ever comes to visit us. Just keep on playing. Just keep on playing.
Lure the fairy out of her hollow playing the flute. Great idea, Gwynling. All right. This one goes here. That one there. This one over there. Chestnut mannequin. Ow! My very best forest friend. That's because he's mute. Help yourself and Fex will be with you. Hello? Look at my hedgehog. He's my friend.
But you had to imprison him so that he stays with you. That's no way to treat a friend.
Well, now, a chestnut king.
A king? Really?
Yeah, he rules the realm of the chestnuts and he's my friend.
I'm deeply honored, your tiny majesty.
Here on here is my dearest friend of the forest, my lady fairy.
Both of you may enter.
Finally. What a strange place. Dolls made of bulbs with hats made of leaves. But where is the...
Hello. I am Nuri Dari Nelavanda, and this is Miss Greenbald, Finkel and Hinkle, the Turnip Ghosts, and Plapperap. To make it simple, you can call me Nuri. Why are you looking at me like that? Are you... in love?
Now that's unfortunate. I thought you were a fairy. All this nonsense completely in vain.
Of course I am a fairy. What else could I be?
You're a human, just like I am. You're much too tall for a blossom fairy and a man-sized fairy.
We'll turn you into a radish at once if you don't keep quiet.
Oh no. The dolls. No, please. Please don't do it. I'm just a simple bird catcher. How was I supposed to know?
I'm just fooling around. I can't turn anyone into a radish. In fact, I can't turn anyone into anything anymore.
But you are a fairy?
Yes. Why?
Would you like to come with me?
Why? Do you want to show me your world, which must be full of humans?
Yes.
With roofs made from wooden shingles?
Exactly. I can show you those.
Oh, that's marvelous. But no, I can't leave here. I must stay near the fairy gate.
Is this the fairy gate? Does it lead to your world?
Not anymore. It's been sealed.
Did you come from the fairyland?
Yes. And hopefully I'll never go back there.
Why can't you just come with me?
If I leave here, I get sick. The only thing that keeps me alive in this world is the magic of the fairy gate.
How's that?
It is my well. Without its water, my soul dries up. Like a plant.
Couldn't you just take a part of the magic with you?
How could I do that?
Let me think about it. Why don't you want to go back to your home?
That's just the way it is.
Well, all right. To each their own secrets. I'll be back in a minute. They say you shouldn't look into a fairy's face for too long. Otherwise, you'll fall under her spell.
Did you come up with an idea yet?
I'm still thinking.
Go on, say hello to them.
What?
Go on.
Hello, Hinkle and Finkel and whatever your names are. She cut their roots and dressed them in clothes made of leaves. What in the name of the unknown does the seer want with this fairy? Can I borrow one of these ribbons?
Not those. I wanted to use them to... No, I can't remember what I wanted with them. I'll give them to you as a present.
They're probably for a new set of wind chimes. Well, I guess she has to occupy herself with something to kill time. Whoever sealed this fairy gate certainly wasn't weak. The stone is all wet. Maybe I can get to the water if I deepen this cut a bit. I'm not going to climb up there. All kinds of things could happen if I touch this gate. Is that a magic well? It doesn't even look like a gate.
Why? What do you think it's supposed to look like? Huh? You're strange.
I keep hearing that. Doesn't work. I'd rather not. I could really...
Oh, water.
I mustn't touch the fairy water. There's a magic glow from deep within. Let's see where this leads me.
What is that?
A walking cane.
Why are you carrying it if it's able to walk?
Because... never mind. Not this way. I can fish for the water, but the rod still needs a container attached. I'd better not.
Have you seen my waterfall yet? It keeps flowing downwards, even at night.
Nothing. No fairy. That's no help at all. I can't think of it. I've had better. Get out of there. It's like an elven cornucopia from the old tales. Very well, but how do I seal the snail shell now? Interesting. The acorn fits on the end of the snail shell like a cork. I should still fasten it somehow. Huh? No. What for? It would be much safer if she could wear it round her neck. She might just leave it somewhere otherwise. One is enough. This will yield nothing. I should do something else first. A cornucopia medallion. Look what I've made for you.
You've tied Yerka the snail to a leather ribbon.
No, look. The snail shell is filled with water from the fairy gate. Now you can come with me.
Really?
Just try it. Alrighty, let's go.
You have to show me everything. Where do we go first?
We have to go to Andergast.
Is that where you live?
That's one way of expressing it.
Which way? This way.
Wait.
Look, Geron. A magnificent bird.
This plague gets worse and worse. Come, there's the town gate.
I just want to say hello to him.
This unkempt black witch's beast?
Says the ugly, pale-faced pig-eater.
Hello, Raven.
I advise you to avoid the town.
What's he saying?
Two dark figures tiptoe past the gate. They're on the lookout for your fairy friend.
Who says she's a fairy?
I am a fairy.
She's lying. How come you can talk anyway? And how do you know everything?
I once made a big mistake, so the gods punished me by giving me the conscience of a man.
Birds don't make mistakes. Birds just do whatever it is that birds do.
You mean like the crows in this town?
Why don't you regale us with a cheerful tale?
Stay away from him, Nuri. Something's wrong here.
But all creatures have the gift of speech, go on.
That's not important. Come on. You'll be safe with me and Gwynling. Why is the door open?
This is where you live?
Something's wrong here.
Look at this mess.
Is this blood? By the gods, there's somebody here. The fairy. I have to hide her.
Let's go upstairs.
No, I didn't have time to tidy up there. Look, Nuri, this is exciting.
Is that a cave?
Yes, wait in there until you see a bright light.
Who's this? Hello. I am Nuri Dari Nelavanda, but Geron calls me Nuri.
I have to find out what's going on here. By the gods. What happened here? Your eyes. Who did this to you?
The seer. He's back.
Don't move. I'm with you now.
He sent his creatures for me. The fairy. You'll have to... They...
Gwynling. Gwynling, stay with me. What did the attackers want from you?
The old fairy. Scholar. He'll be the next.
What fairy scholar? Please don't die. Not now.
He travelled with us back then. 13 years ago. He was the one who sealed the gate to the fairyland.
Where is he now?
It was all in vain.
Where is the fairy scholar?
In the blood barrier at the Red Lake.
He went to the Auckland?
It's too late now. All is lost.
What did you tell them?
I spit at them with my own blood.
What kind of creatures were they?
Creatures of the night. Strangers in a strange world.
What did they look like?
They had pale faces and pointy claws.
What do they want with the fairy?
He needs her, but he mustn't get her.
What will happen with the fairy now?
There's only one solution.
What way is that?
You'll have to kill her. It's the only way that Seer can be stopped.
What? No, I'm not a murderer.
In that case, Andergast will perish.
I can't kill the fairy.
You'll have to do it.
Surely there must be another way.
Don't be a fool. His power is beyond the realm of your imagination.
Gwynling?
There. I can hear them. The black wings.
No. No. No, 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 no! What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do? I can't kill the fairy. I'm not going to change my mind again. There must be another way. The fairy scholar, the Red Lake in the Blood Barrier. The king can deploy his knights there. They'll know how to defeat the seer. I must go to the castle immediately to warn them, and everything will be fine.
There she is! There's the witch! Don't look into her eyes! Witch, take her to the stake to burn!
Oh no, Nuri! I don't think they're in the mood for negotiation. They'll burn the fairy. As if I wasn't in enough trouble already. How can I get her down from there? Nuri!
Geron, your humans are mad at me. I'm afraid that they'll do me harm.
What did you do? I told you to stay in the room.
I got bored, so I took a walk. I wanted to see a town. In the big courtyard, all the animals had been caged. I felt so sorry for them.
So you opened the cages?
Yes, then I stumbled and there was a terrible noise. All of the bowls and...
Why didn't you stay in the cabinet?
I didn't want to do any harm. Ask the raven, he saw it all.
How did you get up there anyway?
I can't remember. I was scared of your humans, and the next thing I knew I was up here. But now, I can't get down.
Those are not my humans. My arm is too short. At least it's a memento of Gwynling. It doesn't cut anything anymore. Farewell, Gwynling. They ripped out his eyeballs. How can he find his way to Firon's hunting grounds now?
Your fairy is in danger, Night Hare.
Oh, it's you again.
A mob has amassed. They want to burn her like a witch. Go and help her before it's too late.
What did the fairy do?
She ran off and set all the animals free. All hell broke loose. They almost caught your friend, but she fled to the top of the wall.
Why don't you help?
I am a raven. What can I do?
Giving smart replies and making sinister threats, that's what. You buggers are nothing but bad luck.
Now that's helpful. Why don't you get with it and get her down from there before it's too late?
Why do they want to burn Nuri like a common witch?
That came up when she fell into the booth with the clay bowls. She raised an awful ruckus, and when everybody was looking in her direction, she fixed all the broken goods with a spell.
She has the ability to repair things with magic?
Yes, just like a witch does. And a stake can be set up in no time.
I have to rescue her. I'll come up with something. You keep quiet.
Hurry.
Is this chatty bird following me?
I am of no importance. You'd better take care of the fairy.
I'll never be able to untie that with my bare hands. A single rope for all the barrels? If I only had a proper knife. Nuri!
Geron, your humans are mad at me. I'm afraid that they'll do me harm.
Can you really perform proper magic, Nuri? Like fixing broken things?
Most of the time I can. Fixing things is easy.
Can you fix this knife with your magic?
Sure.
Do I have to throw it to you or something?
That's not necessary.
It really is fixed. Thank you.
Will you rescue me now?
I'm on it. Firmly wedged in. I'm not strong enough to move, especially not while... How in the name of the unknown has she gotten up there? There's no way the fairy can climb over to the warehouse on this rickety wall. That won't slow the mob down for long. Here you go. Free beer for all. But the fairy is still trapped. How in the name of the unknown? There's no way the fairy can climb over to the warehouse on...
Please, Geron.
What's written here? The print is so small. The seer is bound to destroy us all with his magic harp, and that's why he needs my fairy? That's madness! I can't rip it off. I need a hammer. I have to build a bridge to our house for her.
Geron, they've begun to throw stones.
This way! Nuri, come now!
What happened here?
No time. We have to get out of town.
Is he dead?
Don't think about him. We have to go. He wanted you to die, and if we stay here, he'll get his wish.
What? How do you know that?
Before he died, he asked me to kill you, but I won't do that. I will protect you, so please trust me and come already.
You can come out now. The mob has calmed down.
That was the gong for the 6th hour of evening. I was supposed to be a hero by now.
A hero?
The king asked me to get rid of a plague of crows in the castle. I would have shown them all.
Get rid of a plague of crows? I prefer saviors of fairies.
I can never go back.
That's for the best anyway. The creatures who killed your mentor would find you immediately.
How come you know so much? Why are you helping us?
I have my reasons. Night Hare, good thing those creatures didn't find you before me.
Night Hare?
Geron, what are we going to do now?
We'll travel to the Red Lake in the Blood Barrier. Into Auckland.
Into Auckland? I hope you know what you're doing.
Gwynling said something about a fairy scholar. He will know about, about you, Nuri. He'll help you.
Perhaps he can show me how to use magic again, without any pain.
Yes, I'm sure he can.
What do you think, Raven?
It's a possibility.
The scholar mustn't send me back to my home, though. I'll never go back there.
Come on. I want to be as far away from this place as possible when the sun goes down.
Poor boy. He's taking desperation for determination.
I trust him.
You know that his mentor told him to kill you.
I know. He told me. But he won't do it. He'll take me to safety and together we'll see the world. Ah, that will be marvelous. Geron, wait. Don't worry, Raven. He's not going to do anything foolish.
I hope you're right, my child.
For the first time in his life, Geron was leaving home. He didn't know exactly where the Red Lake was, or whether he would be able to find the fairy scholar there, or how he might be able to help him. so he just followed the road towards the north. How could he have known where this journey would take him? Nuri had left all her sorrows behind. Finally, she was free. And as soon as they found the fairy scholar, she would even be able to command magic again. Then she would put a rainbow bird in every tree and would paint a happy face on Geron. Meanwhile, Geron was haunted by the voice from his dreams, and its horrific prophecy filled his heart with doubt.
Why did you have to get involved with the Wraithling King?
King Ephedran is not a Wraithling. It's just the name of his family.
But why does everybody believe that you bring bad luck?
I don't bring bad luck.
Come, perhaps that old woman over there knows the way to the fairy scholar. She can take us there in her wagon.
Wait, let me do the talking. You're very talented with the lute.
Why, thank you. It's the tune for a loved one.
A loved one?
But tell me, please, who are you? And why are you tiptoeing around my camp?
We come from Andergast, and we're traveling north to the Blood Barrier. This is Nuri, and I am Geron.
The Blood Barrier? What is your business there?
We're looking for a wise man. It's quite complicated. I can't explain the whole story.
That's okay. I'm not nosy. Just careful.
Greetings, Raven.
What dealings does the Raven have with you? You bringer of bad luck, Boron's envoy, you and your ilk. You have taken my loved one from me. Go away! Stay away from the messengers of Boron.
And who are you?
Oh yes, I am Isilda, the Carney bride, but I'm a widow now.
What happened to your husband?
Oh, my dear Darian. He was a magnificent acrobat. I used to play the lute and sing while he was performing, but our act didn't earn us much of a living anymore. So he had the high rope set up higher than ever before.
You mean...
There were no last words, and no last wish I could foster in my heart.
That... I know how you...
Never mind.
Where are you headed?
I'm on my way to Andergast. You might know that the Queen of Nostria is eagerly awaited. I want to perform my arts at the town fair there, but now I have a broken wheel on my trailer, and I am stuck.
We'd be much faster if we used the Carney's wagon, but you'd better avoid Andergast, Isilda.
How do you reckon? I'm not going back.
All of Andergast is full of crows. They're hassling the citizens and no one can do anything about them.
That sounds adventurous.
The town fair has been cancelled.
So, it would be useless for me to go there. I guess you've told the truth so far, but I'm still not completely convinced.
The Raven. He came from the direction of Andergast. Perhaps he's a bad omen.
I don't want to have anything to do with this messenger of bad luck. I guess I'd better turn round, but my problem remains. As long as the wheel is broken, I'm stuck here.
You could take us with you, northward. It's much safer to travel in a group.
As long as the wheel is broken, I'm stuck here.
Suppose I fix the wheel for you.
Good luck with that. It's all splintered. You can come back if you want to warm yourself up. Come, have a seat. You look exhausted.
I'm okay. Take a little rest. We still have a long way ahead of us.
How long?
I don't know. I never traveled very far. I hope everything will turn out all right.
Don't you worry. The Birdman will watch over us.
I don't trust this raven worth a farthing.
I'm not talking about the raven. I'm talking about the Birdman. He wears a colourful dress of plumes and is wrapped in stardust. And when he plays the flutes, our hearts break from the yearning for distant places. It's the song of freedom, Garen. You just have to listen. It's so beautiful.
Birdman? You mean Arvis, the patron god of adventurers?
Wherever we go, he'll watch over us.
Why do you trust the raven?
He just wants to help us.
He doesn't have a reason to do that, and he keeps insulting me.
You're not making it easy to be nice to you. He is a good bird, and I believe he wants to prove that to himself by helping us. And you, Geron, will have to learn to trust someone. Not everyone is always against you.
I am a bird catcher. I'm not gonna trust a darn bird. What if the Birdman doesn't watch over us? What if something happens to us?
Stop it. You're making me all confused. I'm going to count the stars now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
By the gods, you can't mean that.
You should try for yourself. It will calm you down in a moment. 37.
There, you forgot one.
I like it much better like that.
Aren't you tired too?
Not one bit.
So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
It's not good when things are broken, but that's all I can do. Bigger spells drain too much energy from me when I'm not in the fairyland. I'd perish like a small, insignificant little flame.
But repairing things is definitely an option.
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things smashed apart, you have to imagine the shards reassembling. Just tell me what you want me to fix, but all the components have to be present. So if a jug is broken into 7 shards, you'd have to have all 7 pieces. And then you'd have to say, I wish. The I wish part is very important.
They say you shouldn't look into a fairy's... I hope she'll get... Hey!
The truncated unicorn doesn't like Garen.
Unicorn?
No worries. My Yimra is as stoic as an oak.
Hey!
The truncated unicorn.
Unicorn?
No, my...
Horses are almost as mysterious as fairies to me. A trailer with a skylight? Is this chatty bird following me? Didn't you want to explore the surroundings, Raven?
It's late at night, and I'm not an owl, bonehead.
At least you could flutter around somewhere else for a change. You scared that old woman to death.
If that's what you want, I'm used to ingratitude.
Locked. I can't make out much through the holes. A trailer with... I can't get into the trailer that way. Gwynling and I used to catch dragonflies on the bank slopes of Andra. He then proceeded to skewer them. Just a moment. There's something lying there. All right. I wish... Hey! Really very funny.
A nice whale.
Oh, you can do magic?
Not much anymore.
Are you a druid's daughter?
No, I am Nuri Nelavandra. Do you command magic?
Well, nothing like that. But I know a different kind of magic.
Really?
Darian and I were sometimes able to literally blind our audience. Watch out.
Oh, such a beautiful, bright light. But do you always use this white powder for your magic?
What powder?
And it doesn't hurt you to summon light? Does the powder lessen your pain?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
How are you?
So-so.
You could take us with you, northward. It's much safer to travel in a group.
As long as the wheel is you can come.
It holds. Wonderful. So the fairy is not completely useless after all. I hope her magic doesn't only last till sunrise. The wheel is back on the axle. Would you agree to give us a ride for a while now?
You have fixed the wagon. And by Travia, I can use a little company. Here are the keys to the trailer. I'll stay at the campfire a little while longer. You can keep the... I think I'd...
She looks sad. Aren't you tired too?
Not one bit. Let's go in. This was a nice day.
Oh yeah, like hell it was. I won the oak leaf challenge.
What are we going to do next?
We'll sleep.
Look. This is the white powder the wrinkly woman used to summon the glistening white light. I saw her throwing it into the fire.
Don't touch that. Who knows what it is?
I'll sleep in the bed. You can have the rug.
Huh? What? What was that? That came from outside.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
What's going on?
Two strange figures are looking for us. They don't know where we are yet, but they're threatening Isidar.
Oh no. We must help her.
I have to distract the creatures somehow, or chase them off. They'd only slow me down. It's hollow. I hope the powder does what it's supposed to. I could seal the opening of the neck with the rag. Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry!
She's wasting time.
They are here, and we will find them.
No! No! Ah!
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isida?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
ah! Geron!
I'd better lay low. What are those creatures? Fex be with me. It didn't work. The door stays closed. This measly piece of wood won't hold those creatures off for long. I'm not touching the stuff with my bare hands. If I go out now, they'll find us. I have to get rid of that creature out there somehow. Why didn't it shatter? I've had better ideas. Why didn't it shatter? That should have worked. Why must everything always be out of reach? Go on, move! Go on, move! Stay at the door. Those creatures want to take... I have to get her out. Stay at the door. They'd only slow me down. They'd only slow me. Make yourself useful for once. I should grab a log and first I'll look for other solutions. The creatures seem to be scared. Why must everything always be out of reach? Doesn't work. Go on, move! There, now, quickly. It's already loose. It's already... Too far away. Out of... Go on, move!
Geron!
I'm working as fast as I can. can do it, Nuri.
Geron!
I can do it.
Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwendling said. And the fairy is the key. Geron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here? Never again will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm. Nuri's Queen of the Winds has once again defeated the King of the Imps and his wicked brother. It's easier to steer a draft horse than I thought, as long as you have a fairy with you who tells the horse what you want. An elixir against fading hair. Twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. I'll just take it all. I wish Nuri had never found this thing. Well, it's so-so. At least the music has revived her spirits. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it. Wanberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties.
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
Listen. How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
That's why we're looking for the fairy scholar, to prevent worse things from happening. What kind of magic was that you saved us with?
That was the power of the moonlight. It is like fire to the sad fairies. It burns them.
What do you mean, sad fairies?
I felt that they once were just like me.
And now they are sad?
Sure. If fairies lose their command over magic, they don't die but get consumed by darkness instead. Then they're sad and will never be able to laugh again.
To me, they seemed like mean fiends who have Isida's blood on their hands.
They're sad nonetheless, believe me.
Your magic is fatal, even for you, isn't it? You almost got burned by it yourself.
I didn't want you to die.
Thank you, Nuri.
What are we going to do now?
Why do those mean fairies serve the seer?
You must have put a spell on them. And please stop talking about this subject. It's making me sad.
We need some gear before we can move on.
That's all right. I can do with a little rest.
Very well. Let's carry on later. She seems to have recovered from her breakdown. Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle. The link between the wheels is missing. It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed... There are engravings on the bell. A lone dwarf in battle with a pack of orcs. I can't reach it. Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash Mountain Range.
Thash? So the blood barrier is not far off?
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Rathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
I am Nuri. This is my friend Geron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the Blood Barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Eferdan immediately.
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham. But the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Did you run into an explorer in the Blood Barrier near a red lake?
Huh. Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is a Carney's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
What kind of big bell is that in the tower?
That's a storm bell. During the Orcan storm, when old Wendelin was still king, it was sounded to warn the lumberjacks in the vicinity of the pilfering hordes. Believe me, my boy, it could wake anyone from their sleep when it was still in working order.
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
That's much too frail to use as a crank. Fits exactly.
orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the Black Furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Geron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Gram, Grandoline's son. And this is Gram's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Geron of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But...
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
What kind of argument do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rathling!
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human. I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours. Understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care of your swine?
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them.
I'll leave you to it then.
Hey, keep your paws off my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye. Do you think my beard gets groomed by air and darkness alone?
You'd better leave the stuff to this dandy boy. It's his most beloved possession.
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is. Besides, without any proper gear, we won't last 2 days in the blood barrier. Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
She's looking quite all right, so why would she need help from me?
The knight is right. We can't proceed further into the wild with nothing in our bags. I guess we're stranded for now.
No problem. I like it here. What are those trees over there?
If you feel all right, my girl, everything is just fine. But I can't stand to see fair maidens suffer.
I guess you'll have to look the other way then.
I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbald, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbald.
If we don't move along soon, the dark creatures will catch up with us.
I didn't think they were very dark. They were mainly sad.
They killed Isidore, and they almost got us too.
I thought they were a little bit like me.
No, I'm sure they weren't. Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbald.
How can I help?
Why don't you give us part of your gear in exchange for the horse?
What's the big idea, my boy? A traveling knight is carrying less than he needs as it is. Besides, none of my items are made for someone your size.
Can't you buy the gear for us from Graham? You'd get a horse and everybody would be...
By no means. I'll never do business with that old cheapskate again. He's not honestly asking a ducat for some gear. Bah!
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbald won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
Not on your life.
What do you want?
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful. Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
I'll leave you to it then. Finally, I don't have to rub wooden sticks together to make fire anymore. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it. What's he supposed to do with this?
Not very good steel. I'll have a real knife for you for 3 ducats.
No thanks. My arm is too short. Not likely. How are you doing?
I am so... I hope... When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is. Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar. Gwynling would not approve. That's no help at all. Too obvious. what use is that? Well, no. That must be 100 years old. That must be 100. I don't think so. It might have been a mistake to cut that up. I'd rather not. I bet this will rip apart at the next opportunity. It might have been a mistake to cut that up. I can't reach it. No time. Why must I always break? Of course not. I don't. That's no help. Not like this. Rondra be with you.
And with
I can't reach it. Too obvious. That doesn't. I've cut it. I can't reach it. I'll keep that. I want my money back. This rope can't take any weight.
Because some wheathead obviously cut it in half.
That doesn't help very.
Take good care of it. I made it myself. What do you...
I'll leave you to... Fire should be used wisely. Not a very bright idea. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep. I've got enough pitch black hair.
Foolish greatling! The honor of sounding the bell belongs to a dwarf of Sabaram's ancestry alone!
Wandberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. How are you doing?
I hope these terror...
The smallest and most expensive water bladder of the north. The dwarf must have rubbed it down with stale fat. At least we won't freeze in the mountains. Nuri doesn't like it when I break things. There are engravings on the bell. A lone dwarf in battle with a pack of orcs. And again, I have repaired some. Why should I try to cause more damage? No time for such things. Not a single berry is falling down, as always. Out of reach. Out of reach.
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters, my beautiful Jenner Creek Blueshine beard dye. Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to say to that?
It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar. I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blueshine beard dye.
Smells like juniper berries. How could that happen?
Whoever it was, my revenge will crush them.
Not likely. Dwarves hate magic, and he won't get his beard dye back. It's already broken. I'd better not. I can't think of anything here. It might have been a mistake to cut that up. I'd better not. I can't reach it. Too obvious. Maybe I can mix my own blue beard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow. Not a single berry is falling down, as always. Why must everything always... The puppeteer doesn't deserve this. Rondra be with you, sir.
And with you.
Huh? That's no help at all. Of course not. Do you want to swap this?
This piece of wood?
What's he supposed to do? I can offer you this.
What? A bland.
I can offer you.
What? A bland. You may think this bladder is small, but you'd be amazed how much.
How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope the...
I'm out of ideas.
Foolishly.
When will we move?
I don't.
If you bang steel and stone together, you'll get sparks.
I know.
The tinder fungus then makes it into a fire.
Got it. Of course not. I'm out of ideas. I need a good reason for playing with fire. No, what use is that supposed? I don't think this is flammable. Why build a fire? I don't want to burn. What for? Maybe I can mix my own blue beard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the... My arm is too short. I don't need any... I don't think this is... I'll only burn myself. That's no help at all. Of course not. I'm out of ideas. Not a... No time. I could really... Nuri doesn't like it when I break. It might have been a mistake to... Not a... I'm out of ideas. No, what... The lid... No time. It doesn't work. Water doesn't work. Fire doesn't work. The lid makes a perfect... I've got enough pitch black hair. I've had better ideas. A voice in my dreams tells me that I'll spell doom for all, and suddenly a bird of death starts following me. Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
What do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll try. How about you?
We'll see.
We were able to escape the Seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favorably. Now we're back in charge.
Well, fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
Every man follows his destiny. It's something the gods let us pursue.
What's your destiny, then?
At least it's not being a cursed bad luck charmer. I'm responsible for the pursuit of my own happiness.
Don't you fear the prophecy? What if your doom is inevitable?
My future hasn't been decided yet.
No one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. Nuri thinks that the seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a strong relation to fairies?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the Barge of Time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the Barge of Time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains. Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are womberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right, then. All I'm trying to say is, no one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Maybe I can mix my own Bluebeard tonic. I'll have to squeeze the berries somehow. This will yield nothing. Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries. How do I fill it? Good old Garatian Bluebeard dye. Can you make use of this Garatian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garetian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the Blood Barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf. How are you doing?
I am sad. I hope...
Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
The Blood Barrier. Most impassable of all mountain ranges. What in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here? There wasn't a single danger that didn't lurk here. Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri? The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the Black Furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. And the path led straight through their camp.
Shh! Nuri! Come over here into the shadows. They can't see us here. That's a whole camp of orcs. If they find us, we're dead.
Raven!
Go on, report. And craw a little less loudly, if you will.
The Red Lake is behind this ridge, but the orcs are everywhere. They are here to perform a ritual. It will take days for them to finish it and leave.
No Red Lake, then?
Nonsense. We haven't journeyed through the blood barrier for days just to turn back now.
You want to save the fairy, yet you risk her death. I thought Nuri could trust you. But you're doing exactly what Gwynling asked you to.
Don't worry, Raven. Garen knows exactly what to do. Don't you, Garen?
Of course I do. I'll get you to the fairy scholar in one piece. This can't be true. The orcs will rip us apart.
You'd better hurry.
Say. We'll deal with them, won't we?
There are dozens of them. You don't even have a sword.
Raven, you distract them. And Nuri? Do you know how to perform a death spell?
No.
Sleeping spell?
No.
We'll deal with them anyway. Is there a different way?
There is a good lane to fly through over there.
I meant for the three of us.
No, I'm sorry. The only way is through the orcs' camp.
Can't you fly us over there? I'm sorry I was cross with you again. I know you only mean the best with your warnings, but we have to reach that explorer at the Red Lake.
Apology accepted.
Didn't you want to say something too?
Yes.
Yes?
Don't make our situation any worse.
Oh, nothing. I never meant to rummage through the rubbish of some orcs. And to top it off, the effort didn't even yield anything. The pony is shivering under its matted mane. Nothing in there anymore. No wonder the pony is so skinny. I'll relieve you of that. The rock is bleeding color. There are cracks in a segment of that rock, but I can't break that off with my bare hands.
Araikadroch, Sarbroch Glarho, Hakash Drogzairach Ogra. Ugra Momoch, Tairach Takai, Ugra Momoch, Tarakwash, Hutsmoch Turk, Mokrach, Ochmoch Knach, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka. Oh! Asek Aslasa, Ukna Knakra, Eike, Maragokash. Irhark, Takai, Takai, Karka, Achobrak.
Always let a sleeping dog lie. That goes twice for a dog like this. I guess I could try to bludgeon him from behind, but the shaman would surely notice. Reeks of horrible weeds. Is this incense for the shaman's ritual? Reeks of horrible weeds. This constant dripping makes me go mad, but I'm used to that from my room in Andergast. Nothing in there anymore. No wonder the pony is so skinny. I can't reach the water from here. The orc idol is silent, but it seems the shaman is waiting for a sign from him. Up close, it isn't even half as scary. I can't reach the rotten tree from here. Now I know. I'll swing over the precipice of death using an age-old dwarven rope. All is quiet down there, apart from this horrid drumming. Is that a place for sacrifices down there? They've put up all those smoking basins everywhere. What a monster! There must be some kind of gathering spot for the orcs down there. I'm not going to climb down there. The smoke is not a... This is madness. How will we ever make it through the camp? We'll have to watch our every step, or we'll be the next to sizzle over the fire. I never meant to rummage through the rubble. And to top it off, the effort didn't even yield anything. A pile of rubbish. Nuri!
They're fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
What? Do you have any idea how we can get past the orcs?
We turn around and look for a safer passage.
Nuri!
I'm counting on you alone.
Please, Nuri. Let us get away from here.
Don't worry, Raven. I'll protect you.
All right, here's a suggestion. We'll give ourselves up to the orcs. Maybe they'll be open to negotiation.
Negotiate with orcs? Pfft, what kind of greenhorn are you?
All I hear them saying is blood.
Does anyone have any poison? We could contaminate their food.
I wouldn't have thought you had it in you.
I am disappointed, Garen. Orcs are creatures of this world just like everyone else.
No, I meant... I'll forget it. I'm sorry, but I've run out of ideas.
And that's why we should leave right now.
Don't be hard on yourself, Garen. Maybe those fighting orcs over there will tell us something.
You understand what the Black Furs are talking about?
Those two don't like each other. And the third one is always laughing.
Anything important that could help us?
Wait a minute.
Ushai Orkash, Droshak, Snach Tairach, Groch Roikaku, Sko Izrak.
It's a story with a lot of names in it.
I don't think stories will get us any further ahead.
They're talking about blood and guts a lot.
Are they exchanging recipes or what?
They are fighting about who Tyrak will crush like a maggot.
And which of them is Tyrak?
That's their blood god.
The big loud one is impatient. He's eager to receive a sign from Tyrak. Otherwise he'll start the dance himself.
So they're waiting for a sign. Interesting. Don't worry, Nuri. I'll protect you.
I miss my forest and all the life within it.
We'll be with the fairy scholar soon and all will be fine.
That sounds so beautiful.
I just have to get rid of the orcs.
You still have me, Nuri.
Let's listen in on the orcs some more.
Okay.
Araikagroch, Sarbroch Uglarho, Horkash Drotzairach Ogra.
Seems to be quite entertaining.
They laugh about a human's bone.
Disgusting. I hope they aren't cooking the fairy scholar.
No. The bone is really tiny.
Who knows what size those fairy scholars are?
The big loud orc is more interested in ogre excrement.
Great. I always wondered what orcs talk about.
Will this be of any use to us?
We give them ogre excrement for a present and they'll let us pass in exchange.
If only life were that easy.
I'll deal with this. All will be fine.
Prokor Harkulsa.